All of your whiskeys now are cork whiskeys. You don't have any whiskeys anymore with caps.
Thank you. Mmm.
Last time on Proteus Rising, we completed the survey and sea trial for the Bayfield 36, even though we needed to leave a little bit early because of illness. In this episode, we continue moving forward with our 5-year plan, juggling house projects, an international college visit, business trips, and we figure out if we're going to the Seattle Boat Show as boat owners or still as boat shoppers.
Good morning.
Morning.
What are we doing?
I'm back on Craigslist looking at sailboats again. We got the mechanical survey back from Nightingale Sea Trial, and the words from the mechanic were, "I would be very cautious buying this vessel." That's pretty strongly worded warning from a mechanic. Basically, the deal is that there's lots of water in the engine oil, and they don't know how it's getting in. Asked the owner about it, and he's like, "I don't know. I just changed the oil. There shouldn't be any water in there." So I don't know where the water's coming from. I've asked for a little bit more information from the mechanic, like how much more it would cost for him to take a deeper dive and find out the source of the problem. So, but that's a big deal, right? So we're trying to decide, okay, do we ask for concessions from the seller because we like so much of the rest of the boat? Or are we making a bad decision and buying a boat with a funky engine that's just going to be nothing but trouble for forever, right? And I don't know the answer, right? So back to the old intertubes.
But what are we finding, though?
I hate all these boats. It's like, no, this boat's a dump. And I look at another one, I'm like, oh, what a piece of crap. It's like, oh, I don't know. I guess.
Reminding ourselves why we went forward with
Nightingale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm not finding anything that I'm like, ooh, we got to go look at this one instead.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
While we waited for the mechanic to do some deeper digging on the Bayfield 36, Greg had to go out of town for work. A good distraction for him as he was anxious to move on with our purchase or start at square one again. Meanwhile, Casz remained at home to oversee a new project on the homestead, installing a fence around the whole quarter-acre of our property, a project we'd wanted to do almost as long as we've lived in our home. Getting it done would mean more money at the bottom line when we finally put the house up for sale, which meant more funds in the adventuring purse.
Then it was time to take our son Tank to Simon Fraser University. He was invited by their football program to participate in an official recruiting visit. We're off to Canada to check him out. Off to Simon Fraser University.
Yep.
The Lorne Davies
Athletic Center?
Athletic Center, yeah, at Simon Fraser University. And it's a beautiful, beautiful day here in Canada.
Yeah, you should switch it and show everybody our
Oh yeah,
lovely weather.
good stuff.
80 kph. Okay, easy, don't make them sick. So who's Simon Fraser, Tank?
Fur trader and explorer of Scottish ancestry who charted much of what is now the Canadian province of British.
Nice. So a little bit like Lewis and Clark is in the Northwest Territories.
Yeah.
here? Why are we coming to Canada on this rainy Saturday?
Football.
What? I didn't hear you. What? What? Known as the Stanford of Canada, the university is in Vancouver, British Columbia, just a couple of hours from our home. They are the only international school in the NCAA. As you know, getting Tank off to college is another page in our journey to go from land to sea and all around the world. Like the greater Seattle area where Tank has lived most of his life, SFU is in a temperate rainforest climate. But the folks that designed the campus on Burnaby Mountain made it so you can walk from one part of campus to the other, either in the weather or not in the weather. And we walked from one end of the campus to the other and back again during our tour that day and never got wet. But boy, was it wet. So, what do you think? You just had your first Tim Hortons experience.
Something else.
Despite the terrible weather, it was a great trip and left Tank with lots to think about. We arrived back home very late to even stormier weather, but there was a birthday to celebrate the next day.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Greg. Happy birthday to you.
And many more!
How cool is that, man?
Wow, you blew them all out. Nice, all 50 of them.
For his big 5-0 birthday, Greg got a new protective case for his drone. So what you got there?
So this is a new waterproof case for the Spark from Case Club, Anaheim, California. I like the construction. It's nice, it's heavy, like ABS plastic style stuff. It's got room actually for 3 different padlocks on it. Seems to seal nice and tight. I don't know, I haven't sprayed water on it yet.
As you know, drones don't come cheap, and he wanted to protect it as much as possible while adventuring.
There we go. Seals nice and tight. And sweet. So let's check it out, see how the Spark fits in it.
All right.
There's Sparky McSparkerson. It's got these little splines here to hold the propellers in place too. That fits nice. Look at that. Pretty easy to get out of there. I like that it keeps the props in place. That's cool.
It's strange to look back on this moment because we had no idea at the time the next day would bring an even more amazing gift. Not just for Greg, but for both of us.
So, having a little bit of a panic attack because our offer actually got accepted by the buyer. We'll break down all the figures. Feel like we're getting a pretty good deal, although it's got problems with the engine. I know people are like, oh, no, buy a boat with a bad engine. Got a pretty good concession from the buyer for the condition of the engine, and I got 2 mechanics I know of that can help with the repair. And I think that the cost of the repair plus what we're paying for the boat, we'll have a pretty darn good boat for a pretty reasonable cost. It's like, I'm like thinking about, okay, there's a lot of projects. Those are all on me now. Yeah, so they're all on me now. So,
Us.
You're right. Yes, high five. They're all on us now. So, and I'm excited, right? I'm terrified.
Don't be afraid.
It's going to be challenging, but I'm excited. It's going to be cool. What did we do? I don't know. What did we do? Yeah, we kind of signed up for a lot. 2018 is going to be a hell of a year in many ways. It's the day after my birthday, so that's great. January 22nd, 2018. We are boat owners. Oh, wish us luck. What have we done?
And that's just what some folks in the sailing community did. They wished us luck and showered us with incredible gifts. Unexpectedly, we received a huge bounty from formerly unknown members of our community who also happened to be sailors too. These gifts started a friendship that continues today. Karen, Lou, we can't thank you enough for your generosity, mentoring, and friendship. Much love out to you.
They did the Inside Passage to Alaska,
Yes.
and these
For
are
5 months.
for 5 months, and these are the paper charts that they used, and they're from 1994.
4.
So they're 24 years old, but
Good.
for basic land contour and route planning and stuff, super rad, right?
And if the battery goes out on Navionics or whatever we decide we're going to get.
Right.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
See.
Oh, nautical charts, the chart number. Nice. Cleveland. I mean, like, look at these things. That's nice. You can see they plotted their course.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and potential and anchoring spots, and then places where they did anchor. And then, and they have like the establishing shot of the area, then the medium shot, then like close in for certain areas. And,
So, really cool. So this is really cool.
so yeah, and he made crafted that box to keep them in. The latch has since broken, but it can be replaced.
Holy smokes, look at them all.
Yep. And so every day he would plot on those charts where they were going, where they ended up.
Island, Warringal Narrows, Warringal Island.
So this is from like Desolation Pass, all the charts from Desolation Pass up to the Bay of Alaska.
Milbanke Sound. Oh wow.
And then up near like the glacier, the Muir Glacier area.
No kidding.
Yeah. So
Fantastic. Well,
yeah.
I guess we have our marching orders.
Yes, we do. Very serendipitous, I think.
This one's for Sprite. Good girl. This one's for Kola. What good girls. That's it. That's all I got. The news that we bought a boat didn't seem to faze Kola and Sprite. For now, they're just happy to be wherever we are. Stay tuned for our next episode. We go to the Seattle Boat Show as boat owners, explore a fun spot on Mercer Island, and begin the long list of boat projects. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell so you know when Chapter 12 hits the tubes. You can always catch us in real time on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Until then, Zivile. Where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and you was gone.